Welcome back to Texas Top Homes. Today we're chatting with one of Texas' top realtors, Ty Williams, president of R.J. Williams & Company. Ty, thanks for being on the show with us today.
Hey, thanks for having me, buddy.
What should sellers do to prepare to list their house? Should they do all the repairs or not?
No house is perfect, as you know. Even a new build sometimes are not even perfect.
Right. Sure.
And it really just depends on your location as well. And the market, well, obviously our market is very strong. Some people will say, well, don't even fix anything. Just put it up on the market. You're going to get what you want anyway. That may be true in certain areas. That could be correct. But in certain circumstances, it's good to do certain repairs like painting the front door, giving a good first impression, doing the landscaping, giving great curb appeal and things of that nature, and making sure that things are, up to par as far as your HVAC, because you know that's going to come up in the inspection and during the option period. Now, there is another mindset where some folks will go in there and make an offer. It looks really strong at the beginning, and then they'll come in during the option period. And that option period, they'll hit you with a bunch of different repairs or ask for a bunch of different money for these repairs. If you've already spent a bunch of money on doing repairs and then they hit you with these, you actually could end up with less money on the sale of your home than you would have just not fixing anything and then waiting till the option period. So there's really different schools of thought, and it really depends on that consumer. But I would say curb appeals, number one, doing a good, make sure that front door works and looks good, making sure that the HVAC, plumbing, and all that good stuff is in good condition, and maybe even signing up for a preemptive home warranty and getting one of those before you even list the property. And just making sure that if something comes up during the option period, you at least have something to fall back on.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure you and your agents, all the agents in your company, you sit down with your sellers and have that discussion during your listing appointment where, okay, we've come up with a price. We know we're going to ask for the home. Now here's what we need to do to get ready to put it on the market, get the photos and all that kind of good stuff.
Right. And your return on investment for paint and things of that nature is very high.
Sure.
Now, putting in granite countertops may not be your best return on investment.
Sure.
It just really depends on what you're doing. Now, if a dog's chewed on a door or something like that, people are going to bring that up. Let's get that fixed, right now
ahead of time.
We put it up.
Yeah,
exactly.
Definitely. So you have that discussion with them. You sit down. What about staging? Is that something you'll talk to them about as well?
Absolutely.
Maybe both sides of staging. I know I've talked to agents in the past, and a lot of our listeners don't really realize staging doesn't always mean bringing furniture in. Sometimes it means we have a lot here, let's clear some out. Correct?
That's exactly right. It's decluttering, really.
Yes.
And a lot of folks, especially if you've lived in a house for quite a long time, we collect different things throughout, the time. Trinkets, you go to Disney World, you pick up something, you know what I mean? You go on a family vacation somewhere or something, but you pick up different items and it clutters up inside the house. And you need to declutter because people can't see through the stuff in order to see the beauty of the home. And sometimes doing that really brings in more light because you've taken blinds off the windows or open up the blinds, things like this, change light fixtures, things of this nature, or remove furniture that may be just too big for like a living room, for a good example, or a king-size bed in a small bedroom. Those
Swap
things.
Those little things.
Exactly.
Those are things you and your team have learned over time that maybe the average consumer, the average person out there selling their house doesn't really realize. You can coach them through that and ultimately get them more money for their house because of it.
Absolutely, yeah. And really just giving the best first impression, because remember, a first impression is a lasting impression.
Right. Perfect. Ty, if our listeners want to get in touch with you or one of your agents about listing or buying a home, what's your website?
rjwilliamsco.com.
And your phone number?
682-214-7592. We look forward to hearing from you.